Well, we just got to Cottonwood. Beautiful day out here. It's about 100 degrees. We're gonna have a great day. It's really not windy at all. We just got here. We're gonna check out the boat. We're gonna get it ready. We're gonna prep it, make sure that everything is ready for launch. Anyway, this weekend's gonna be a little different. I'm gonna concentrate on what makes this boat work for us. We were here 3 weeks ago, and now we're at the northern side of the lake. So as you can see, our boat, Erratic Behavior, is a closed bow boat. We bought it in '88. There is a lot of features of a closed bow boat, and obviously we recognize what kind of features are in a open bow boat. All right, Laurie's gonna launch me. It is a busy day out here at Cottonwood Cove Marina, and our brakes got a little hot going down the hill, so we're going to cool off the tires. But we had some brake problems coming down the hill, and my disc brakes got overheated. So before I launched it, I cooled down the rims by splashing some water via a bucket that I have on standby. It is Saturday afternoon. Laurie and I just got on the lake at about 2:30 or so. We pulled into a first protected cove and we took a dip. The park ranger said there's a lot of people out here, but this lake is pretty big. We're on the northern end of the lake. Last month, about 3 weeks ago, we were on the southern end of the lake, and it had absolutely the best beach we've ever had. But there's several good beaches up ahead. We don't know if they're taken or not, so it's always a challenge finding out who's leaving, who's staying, and what's available. So I anticipate driving probably 15 miles or so just to cover some shoreline to see what is available. Fortunately, we know a little bit about Lake Mohave. Lake Mead is our primary lake, but this boat is 26 feet. And for the last year and a half, Lake Mead prohibits any boat over 24 feet. Today's really, really great. There's no wind, so we're expecting wind tomorrow, but we're gonna get a lot of cruising in today, and we'll make the best of it, as we always have. I have to chronicle the first cocktail of the weekend. Laurie's making famous ginners. These ginners are concocted by our friends Tom and Laura Oaks. And it consists of gin, 7-Up, lemon, lemonade, and that's about it. And a lot of ice, and stir vigorously. What a great day. We sleep on board. We're boat campers. We've been doing this since 1988 off of Erratic Behavior. It is a little warm, but we have 2 little fans underneath that are totally inadequate. This is Father's Day weekend, and all of the beaches so far are taken. So we're gonna have to drive further up the lake. We're heading northbound right now, but it's very busy out here. We got houseboats, big boats, small boats, party boats, pontoon boats, you name it. Everything's out here. So we are going to probably drive up about another 5 to 10 miles to another campsite to see if it's taken. Look at that, if you can see it. 2 houseboats in a cove. Even though the boat's heavy with gas, I got it trimmed up pretty good. Our RPM is at 3,200, and as you can see, our speed, GPS speed, is right at about 31.9, 32. So that's pretty even for this boat. Usually if I can get 3,200 RPM and 32 miles an hour, I'm doing pretty good. Currently we're probably about 7 miles from Cottonwood Cove. We're going to check out a camp that we had up in April. Hopefully if it's not occupied, we'll take it. Okay, so we found a beach. It's about 10 miles up, I guess, from Cottonwood Cove, and this is a beach that we had in April. So beggars can't be choosers out here, right, Laurie? And it's a nice beach, so yeah, it's fine, and it's pretty well protected. So anyway, this is going to be home for a couple of days. Nice. After scoping out the last camp, we decided to go up a few miles further, and this beach has softer sand, and I think it'll be okay. So this is a new camp for us. We've never been here before, but we're going to make it home. It's very well protected, way back in a cove off of the main channel, so we don't really have a good view of the main channel. So we're unloading the boat. Laurie and I have a camp about 35 miles away from here, and 3 weeks ago we found this place. It's beautiful out here. It's probably 100 degrees. Lake Mohave. I'll just kind of pan around here. That's Erratic Behavior way down there. And again, we traveled about probably 35 miles from the north to see this. I'm so glad I'm doing this. Looks like other people have done this as well, because and this is awesome. We saw this 3 weeks ago while we were up here, caught our attention. These families have 2 dogs. One of them was Coco. It met me with a lot of enthusiasm, i.e. barking. The lady in charge got Coco to back off, so it was all cool. Well, it's Sunday morning. We're back in a cove. This is what our camp looks like. Nice soft sand. Well, this is the first morning. Laurie and I are having our coffee. We have shade over here. We made excellent coffee on our Coleman. And we're set up in shade in the morning. Well, I am going to go on a little hike to see where this portal leads. It's kind of in a hollow, kind of a interesting pathway. It's kind of cool. and it splits off into two directions, up here or that way. So I'm going to choose this way. It's Father's Day 2023, and Laurie and I are spending a Sunday, Monday and Tuesday up here at Lake Mohave. I'm going to continue on the little trail that I found, see where it leads me. There's kind of a four-wheel road that comes down. We noticed in the direction I'm heading, there was a truck and a family with a sunshade right down at the water line. It was pretty cool. It's a little windy. Yeah, cool road. Looks like it's well maintained, and certainly we want to promote people to stay on the road. But it winds way up there, and it goes over to the water line. Cool. Okay, on the north side of mile marker 37 is a real nice four-wheel trail that comes right down to the water line, and we saw a family with a pickup truck set up camp right at the water's edge. So we're going to propose something to our friends, Bill and Ursula, see if they might want to find out how to access this particular area. And it's right around the corner, but it's pretty impressive. I would have a hard time thinking that I'd hear him say no on this, because it's really nice. It's right here, right, Laurie? I think it's right here. Maybe. Oh yeah. So the road comes down and it goes right to the water line. It's pretty nice. You know, you could actually launch something right here, although it would be small, but you can launch something. Yeah, there's a road. It's the access road that I hiked at this morning, and this is probably one of the end points. Really nice. Now we're going to go in between an island and a peninsula. This is the island. That's the peninsula. It gets about maybe 4 feet deep. As you can see, maybe there's a shallow area in there, but we'll probably put up the outdrive a little bit. There was a boating family that was a day camper over there enjoying that day beach. See, it's going to get pretty shallow here, but right now we're at 14 feet, and I'll let you know what the how shallow it gets. It's 11 feet, 8 feet, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 3.5. So I put up my outdrive 3.5. Now there's a beach there that Laurie and I are going to explore later on. We actually saw a boat anchored past the willows there, and they had a camp way back in there. Very, very cool, very different. So we're gonna beach the boat later here and maybe paddleboard over there. Yeah, I'm ready. Nice. What's the sign on the bottom say though? Oh, okay, so from this point on, the canyon kind of narrows in places, so it says no ski area. So from probably here to Willow Beach, right? Wouldn't you think then? So Laurie just said that the mile marker on top of the rock up there says 43, right? So that means we're 43 miles up from Davis Dam. So we decided to have a Bloody Mary right at mile marker 43. The forecast out here at Lake Mohave on Sunday, Father's Day, is around 22 miles an hour wind, gusting up to 25 to 27. So that's really windy. It's coming from the south. So we'll probably get white caps later on this afternoon. We have a 26-foot boat that's technically a DV, so it handles it pretty well. The good thing about being on the north side of the lake, going up towards Willow Beach on a windy day, is looking up north as we are right now. Even though it might be windy, it's in the canyon, so the water is not going to be too rough. So I was waving to this passerby and he thought I was flagging him down, so he was nice enough just to stop and check us out. That was pretty nice of him. Anyways, really nice Cobalt, 2013. Looks like it was about a 26-foot boat. Really nice. but the closer we get up to Hoover Dam, the colder the water is. My goodness. From the last check, which was about maybe 10 miles ago, the water temperature, not even 10 miles, it was like 5 miles, the water temperature was 70. Now the water temperature is a cold 60 degrees. Woo! We found some bighorn sheep. We'll get as close as we can. They were at the water line, but now they're moving back up. Usually there's a dominant male that stays up and is kind of a lookout. He's usually the biggest ram. Haven't spotted him. Oh, did you see that, Laurie? Yeah. Wow, that was pretty cool, huh? Oh yeah, you see that big ram? They're kind of hard to point out right now, but hopefully you can see them. They're checking us out. So I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's about 10 of those. Oh, wow, that's neat. Good shot. Oh, Laurie, there's one way up there. That's the big honcho looking at us, and I don't know if you can see him. Yep, he's the big guy. Yep, there's always a lookout guy. That's at the very top. When approaching Willow Beach, you gotta go wakeless past these buoys all the way into the marina, and it's a very busy weekend, Father's Day weekend. Do you have cell service? Okay. Lots of kayakers here. This is a mecca for kayak rentals. A lot of people on the beach. Think of pontoon. So I guess you could take tours up towards the dam area. There's no rapids or anything like that, but probably a nice ride for somebody who's never been up there before, you know, I would think. So Willow Beach is about maybe 5 to 6 miles down from Hoover Dam. water is ice cold here, okay? So it's probably 59 degrees here, but it's very, very cold. And they have a very, very nice facility here in Willow Beach. This is a first. We actually found a little beach just about a mile down from Willow Beach Marina. And Laurie's going to fix a Bloody Mary. I nosed into the beach. Looks like somebody had a fire ring here. Made little steps going up back there for whatever reason, I don't know. It's pretty cool. Wind again is blowing from the south. It's forecasted for 20 miles an hour with gusts up to 40 later on today. But shade is really nice to get when you can find it. Unfortunately, with the wind blowing like this, there's only about maybe 15 feet of shade, so we'll kind of nose in and around just to feel how it is to get some relief from the sun. I mean, it's not bad today. It's probably 103. Oh yeah. Oh, it feels good. For the trip back to our camp, it's going to be really windy. We're going to be heading into about a 25-mile-an-hour wind. So we closed the hatch. We took the top down. Not out in the open water yet, but we're going to encounter whitecaps and probably 3 to 4 foot roller waves, I would imagine. So when we first got the boat, we were going to Lake Mead a lot. And we did so for about 25 years. My friend Frank Williams, who was my partner in insurance, told me I was having some problems regarding our equipment sliding down from the V-berth, and we have loads of camping equipment. So he told me to, in fact, I think he brought me over to a pickup truck sports shop, and I got this Pro Net, which actually is made for going back behind a pickup truck. Anyway, for rough water, it keeps all that stuff up there and neat and clean, and then I don't have to pick up here underneath. So pretty neat innovation. Thanks, Greg. This is the inside of our Enforcer 26-foot Sleekcraft. So later on tonight I'll show you how these couches fold out into a bed. But we keep all of our camping gear up in the nose. But all of our camping equipment fits up in the V-berth pretty well. And again, these couches here fold out to a bed, and Laurie and I sleep crossways. And I'll show that to you later on tonight. And of course the ice chest fits nicely down here for easy access, and it keeps the ice chest cool as well. When our kid was about 1 year old, he fell on coming out of the cabin and hit his mouth and broke a tooth right on this hard edge of the interior going down into the cabin area. So we actually had this device made, which was a padded insert, and it's been very, very useful as far as coming in and out and not banging your shin. This is what the insert looks like. It was an upholstery shop that did this for us, and again, it just goes in and out very easily, and it's padded. It looks really, really nice too. The interior is original, but it's in really, really good shape. We have boat camped in this boat since 1988, so that's about 35 years of hard camping life. Again, all the gear is up front. We have our Coleman stoves. We have a ice chest that was converted into what we call the kitchen. So it has all of our pots and pans, silverware and knives and utensils for cooking. That's way up front there. Further up the nose, we have further supplies like extra ropes to tie down camp.